This is the Marathon Handbook Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Doyle. I am joined by my colleagues, Alex Sear, Katelyn Tocci, and today, gang, we are going to draft races. We're going to do our second annual race draft. So basically, if you've ever played fantasy sports before, we're going to treat races like you would treat a professional athlete in a fantasy sports league. Here's the structure that we've agreed upon. We've added some curveballs from last year's more straightforward race draft. We are going to draft a year's worth of races. In the spring, we're going to do 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon. So we have to draft an entire spring slate, and then we have to do the same thing in the fall, 5, 10, half marathon. Then the last two events to round it out. So for 10 total races that we've got to each pick, got to draft one real ultra marathon. So this has to be a legit 50K
Alex, are you
or
listening?
more. Oh, yes. Last year, what did you draft last year, Alex, for your ultra trail? You used the trail caveat. What did you draft last year?
I don't remember. I remember I wanted to draft one of those like vertical.
Right.
Oh, the vertical. You're like
it's
a 12K. It's a 12K trail ultra marathon and I was like, oh no.
I think I picked a road race with cobblestone in there.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to do an ultra, a true blue, legit ultra trail race. So it has to be off-piste, no for the Comrades Marathon, which is sort of the most famous road ultra, eliminated. And then the 10th race that you've got to draft is a wild card pick. But we've thrown in some, as noted before, we threw in some curveballs this year. Our wild card pick cannot be any of those other distances I just listed. So no 5s, no 10s, no half, no marathon, no organized proper ultra distance event is allowed to be picked in wild card. But anything else, and here's the kickers, the two kickers. One, you, the audience, please evaluate each of our picks, and we want to hear what you think about our slates, our schedules in the comments on YouTube and Spotify. Who wins this draft? But the draft has to be realistic. We have to be able to put together a schedule for the year that, there's going to be a lot of flying around. But in theory, a human being, a human runner should be able to pull this off. So no doubling up on, no half marathon and then the marathon the next day, unless you want to make, listen, Katelyn Tocci, if you want to make an argument for that, you can. So,
well, I think I did choose the goofy challenge. No, the dopey challenge last year. So I did do 5, 10, half, and full.
Number one pick overall last year was Katelyn picking the Disney weekend races as her top pick, thinking that like Alex and I were going to swoop in and steal that one over a major marathon.
Yeah. So I have a cousin who's doing Disney this year. I learned that it's not a serious race at all, or it's even less serious than I thought it was going to be. Apparently you do rides during the thing.
Oh,
you,
really?
You stop mid-run and you get on Space Mountain or whatever?
Yes, because you get a free ride.
That's sick.
So you do the marathon and then you stop midway, go to
goodness.
Magic Kingdom, do the ride, and then finish the run. That's why people do it in like 5 or 6 hours.
So
okay.
It's like the Marathon de Medoc or whatever it's called, the wine country marathon in the south of France, where you're supposed to stop and drink a different variety of wine every kilometer of the race. So by the
beer mile.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me the name of that race? Because I'm writing that one down.
Forward me the registration information. I'm going to book a flight right now.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. You can put that in there. You should be Googling that while one of us drafts. So
this episode is brought to you by Say Sky. Now, I'm so happy that they're sponsoring this podcast because this means I can keep wearing their stuff. So last summer, I was doing a threshold run in Vienna's Prater Park, which is coincidentally where Eliud Kipchoge broke 2 hours in the marathon. Needless to say, I didn't steal any Strava segments. And I ran past this runner who was wearing the exact same Say Sky combat singlet as I was. And we gave each other this little nod of acknowledgement because I think we both knew that we were wearing a runner's gear. SaySky's Spring and Summer 2026 collection is out, and they have a bunch of great stuff. Some insulated tights, there's an insulated hooded jacket, some light and toasty tights, a mesh base layer, all that good stuff made for runners who enjoy the grind, who don't mind the heavy legs, who love the long runs. If that sounds like you, you can check out saysky.com, and also you get a discount code. Use code MARATHON15 for 15% off your purchase. That's saysky.com, MARATHON15 for 15% off of your purchase.
We're each going to take a turn drafting. If you've never done a fantasy sports draft before, we'll do it in what's called snake draft formatting, which basically means we kind of go back and forth. So we'll walk it through, but basically the third pick is also going to pick first in the second round as well. You can pick, we're not going to do the picks in order. We're going to make it more strategic. So basically we are responsible for filling out our own slate. We will update throughout the drafting process where we're at, which events we have left in our schedule to draft as we pick. But I think it's more fun to just pick whichever race you want to pick next, because it will create a little bit more drama as well. I'm curious to see who gets to go first overall. So I've got, let me set this up here. We're going to get right into the drafting. I've got a wonderful website, the one we used last year, called wheelofnames.com. Shout out to the developers of wheelofnames.com. And I'm going to randomly select so that there is no funny business.
Alex, take a look at what he's doing over there, please.
He's recording the screen.
I'm screen recording it.
His receipts.
So if you're watching the video version, hopefully by the magic of editing, our editor Dylan will insert in the wheel of names.
Although I will say that Michael did this before recording, and then the wheel gave his name first.
So it's like, let's do this over.
Let's do it during the podcast. Maybe it's because
do over.
Because I have no idea what I'm going to pick first overall. Also, that's why
you don't want to be first, because if you're first, you got to wait another 5 turns before you go again.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. First is not the best.
I think it's still going to come out, Michael.
I hope so. My fingers are crossed. Do it.
I'm going to click spin. The wheel is spinning. Come on. Alex Sear drafts first overall.
Okay.
Now, who's picking second? Are we ready?
Ready. Drum roll, please.
Great sound. These are great sound. We didn't even need to add sound effects. And I'm picking second. I actually, Katelyn gets the turn. So I actually think, Katelyn, you've kind of won this spin. You've won the draft already. You get the 3
I get 2 in a row
right away.
Yeah, I get 2 in a row. Okay, awesome.
Okay, so let's
play the Feud.
You have some experience playing Family Feud, Alex.
I've played Family Feud. There's no spinning wheel.
How'd that go for you?
It's more not well.
Yeah.
This is more Price is Right.
That's right. Okay, so you're going first overall. We've got 10 picks to make here. And let's keep track of our own individual picks here, and we'll update as we go here so that the audience can follow along.
I think it's important to mention, I don't know if you did, Michael, that we could only choose one race per country. That was a huge curveball. So we're going to be traveling all over the world for these 10 races. It's
going to be ridiculous.
But it was tough. It was tough to find. It was very cool. I have some awesome picks and races that I want to do. But yeah, that was one of the curveballs that we had this year that was different from last year.
One race per country, which caused Alex to go into a sudden panic 5 minutes before we hit record, which turned into a half an hour before we hit record because you had to do some Googling and
recalculating.
Yes. I did see the guideline, and I'm pissed because I had a perfect schedule of events that had me going to cool places and running fast, and it no longer worked. So I now have a cobbled together list of races that I actually still think are pretty sick overall.
So I'm curious to see what the first overall pick is going to be from Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And also, will he take a marathon major? Because the World Marathon Majors sort of feel like the tier 1 events, right? Like the top tier events. I'd be surprised if any of us doesn't pick a major, but okay. So do you have your first pick? Do you know what you're going to go with?
So for the first overall pick, Team Sear selects from across the pond, the London Marathon.
Not surprising.
I'm not surprised.
This is the game, right? The game is to choose. This actually is not the marathon that I'm most looking forward to this year. Little hint, the marathon I really want to run in this race draft happens in the fall, but I don't think either of you will pick it right away. I thought London would go off. I think Michael's going to go for New York. I thought Katelyn might go London, so I thought I would grab it right away. So,
oh man.
So April 26th, 1 week post Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming the coolest, biggest race in the world. I will be there. I've only been to London once. I love the country. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great pick. It's like, I think the argument is like the 1, 2, 3 argument with the greatest races in the world are Boston, London, New York, I'd say. Or that's an easy chalk pick to be like, okay, what are the top 3 races in the world overall, all running events, period.
Yeah. And this is my marathon debut. And we also kind of talk that we would debut in the London Marathon together. So
we did. And yes, Alex, I still have that on my list. We have to do that. I don't know.
And we said 2026. We said 2026, but let's push it a year.
We have to push it a year. Next year.
27. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding hands.
Of course. That's what I said. Because we're all going to be running together, obviously.
That's right.
Frig no, guys. Come on. Come on.
Alex will run to the finish line and he'll wait for us for
an hour,
45 minutes, an hour in the finishing shoot.
No.
You get comfortable. You get a shower.
No.
I'm chat with your new fast friends.
Yeah. Then come back and wait for us and give us hugs when we come through the finish line.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. I'm ready to make my pick.
Okay, Michael. What's your first pick?
And I'm so friggin' predictable, guys. I can't betray who I cannot.
Can I guess?
You want to make the pick for? Oh, you're like who? You know, when the NFL, like, they'll have some random person make the pick for you, like a celebrity who's like a big fan of the team will come up and be like, "I'm picking for the Cleveland Browns" or whatever. Who would I'm going to get Katelyn? Do you want to make the pick for me?
Yes, I'm gonna make the pick for Michael Doyle, and he's going to choose the New York City Marathon.
No, the Trans-Lantau UTMB.
Done that one. That's a good pick, actually. That's a good recommendation.
What did you choose? Oh.
Yeah, I'm picking the New York City Marathon. Okay, so that's in the fall. It's in November, first Sunday in November. I believe it's November 1st this year, because we're already looking at our travel calendar for what we do, and we're definitely going to be in New York this fall. So I believe it's November 1st. So I will be pacing Harry Styles to his Boston Marathon qualifier in the New York City Marathon.
His 2:35 finish.
Harry, hit me up, slide into our DMs. We'll take care of you. I sub 250 easy with him. No problem. I can do it.
Yeah. Okay.
And like a slight negative split, just like how he likes to do it. So New York City Marathon, greatest race in the world, best marathon running experience you can possibly have. You know, it's now 60-ish. It's going to be easily 60,000 people next year, the way they've been trending. I think they just skirted under 60,000 for the record of the biggest marathon in terms of finishers ever. It's just the best experience. It's got so much culture and vibrancy and history to it. It's a truly global race. We've been there, all the cool stuff that happens in the lead up to it. It's just everyone's there. It's like, if you're not there, where the hell else are you on that weekend if you're in the running world?
Anybody who's anybody, right?
Yes.
Is at the New York Marathon.
Is in New York.
The only hitch is that it's bloody expensive and impossibly hard to get into.
Yeah.
So, so that's why I'm picking it. And in our fantasy land where we get to run any race we want to anywhere in the world.
I'm so glad Marathon Handbook is going to charter us around everywhere to run all these races. Thank you guys so much.
I know. Isn't this great?
This is the opposite of last week's running on a budget.
Right.
I definitely thought about that.
I thought about it too.
How to have the worst carbon footprint possible is to do 10 events and not allow any of them to be doubled up in the same country.
We're Taylor Swifting our way around the world.
Exactly. Okay, so Katelyn.
Okay.
It comes to you. You get the next 2 picks.
Okay, my first pick, now I'm safe with Michael because you already chose something in the States, but I'm not safe with Alex, so it's still going to be my first pick. So the spring half, even though it might not be fast enough for Alex, I want to run the Brooklyn half. So I chose,
great one.
So I chose New York. to run the Brooklyn Half, which is Saturday, May 16th. And I chose this because I've never run in New York, and basically all of the reasons that Michael just said. I mean, they're the biggest races. They're super smooth events put on by an administration that has been doing this forever, and they just have everything perfected. And I also really like a point-to-point negative loss course and rolling hills. And they
sign me up.
Exactly. So I think that I would really like the course, and it would be a great way to run a half in the spring. So I thought you were going to choose it, Michael, but you went double to the marathon. You doubled up on that and took New York. So Brooklyn Half, May 16th. That's my first pick. Now,
it's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a good pick.
I get to do two. And
Yep.
I think you guys are going to be surprised that I'm going to choose my ultra first, but I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, shocker. I'm actually, listen, after last year's draft where you took Disney off the board as the number one overall pick, I don't know what I don't know what to expect from you.
I'm still curious about this because that would mean that you'd be nervous that Michael or I would snag that off the board before.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why to see if you guys can guess it. I'm going to give you a clue.
Okay.
We spoke about this ultra either on the last podcast or our pre-podcast chatter. We spoke about this area, and I chose an ultra in this area. So I thought that it might be in your top of mind. No,
but it can't be
because
Vermont,
you're doing Vermont, because in real life
going to the States though once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, Brooklyn. Yeah,
it can't be Vermont.
That actually takes a lot of it takes a lot of really good races overall off the board if you picked an American one like I just did and didn't think about it. What is this?
Okay.
What's your pick? What's your ultra pick?
I chose the Ultra Paine in Chile because we were talking about Patagonia, right? We were talking about Torres del Paine. And so I was like, yes, that is one of the most beautiful regions I've ever seen. I've done the O loop around. I mean, you'll get glaciers. It's
crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy landscapes and absolutely beautiful mountains. You've got everything there. So
that is the event I did, like probably 10 years ago now, at least.
Oh, okay. You've run it.
I ran one of the events within the collection of events.
Yeah.
I took the sissy way out. I think I ran the half.
There's 5K. Yeah, there's 5K, like 15, 21. They have a bunch, but they do have a 50K. So I would take the 50K as my ultra in Patagonia.
Cool.
I think it's a pretty gnarly event because like it's windswept is an accurate depiction. And it's crazy windy. I just remember covering it after running the 21K and going out on the course and following the other guys around that, I've been hanging out with for a week down in the Patagonia region, and then watching them run the ultra and like the 50K. And I think there was 100, if I'm not mistaken. There may have even been 100 miles. And it was nuts because it was so dramatic and windy, and it's such a beautiful part of the world. Like,
and
great pick.
You're just a hop, skip, and jump away from Antarctica.
That's true.
It's just a little boat ride.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could do that like does anyone picking the 7 continents in 7 days marathon for their wild card this year?
Who knows? Maybe
it's on my list.
Is Antarctica as a destination underrated, overrated, or properly rated?
I think it's overrated.
I think it is too.
There's way too much
what's going on down there?
Rich guy flagellation around Antarctica. It's a place you want to go. If you want to go somewhere crazy, go to space.
Don't think you meant to say flagellation.
Self-flagellate.
No, but you mean, it's like purposefully doing the hard things, but also it's a luxurious hard thing to do.
I know what I said.
I think you were thinking of another word that's vigorous. That starts with an M. Gonna get the old E stamp on this episode of the pod.
I committed to the frig and not the FUCK earlier to avoid the E, so I'm trying to be.
If you spell a swear word, are you breaking terms?
I think you just ruined it.
Yep,
I think you just
darn.
Shoot the Duke.
Darn. Oh man, that's September 26th, by the way. Just so we keep the dates there.
Okay,
I'm gonna add that in there. So I'm next up, aren't I? Oh.
Yes,
you
are next.
I'm gonna this draft for me, mainly because it's really complicated to draft from a different country for every distance and also get the slate right. Is I'm going with a strategy here. I have a strategy in mind, and I'm also going to draft with my heart at the same time. and I'm trying not to go too chalky here. And also you have to think about I'm vamping here, but you have to think about strategy. I have to think about what you guys are going to pick as well, because I don't want to find myself leaving something on the board that's an obvious one. It's a top flight pick that you're going to swoop in and snag on me. Okay. I'm also trying not to pick two. I don't think it's fair to pick two majors. We'd sort of informally said that you can't pick more than one.
One tier one, right? Yeah,
one
your tier one
race.
Your tier one
I've
is
picked
off,
my tier one. So I was tempted to like be a total dick and take the Boston Marathon in the spring.
Can't,
because that would have hurt Katelyn.
And it's 2 USA, so you would be breaking two
rules.
rules.
Right. It's 2 rules. Okay. So instead, I'm just all over the place here. Okay. So instead, what am I going to take? I want to take another marathon because I think the marathons are kind of the premium events. Yeah, right. Here we go. In the springtime, I am taking the Rotterdam Marathon in the Netherlands. Netherlands. I'm going to go with the Rotterdam Marathon. It's one of the classic high-quality marathons. It's a marathon that in a parallel, more sane universe would be a world marathon major.
Yeah.
If we had... There is in the multiverse, we just need to step one physical step sideways in terms of dimensions. Mm-hmm. And there's like 10 awesome races as the world marathon majors. Not to say that the current ones are not. We love them all, including Sydney. We do.
Sure.
I think Rotterdam should be one of those. It has been a very high quality race for a very long time. It is a great experience race. It is fast because it is very flat. Netherlands at sea level. You didn't know.
Yep.
They got these things called dikes. It would be it's below sea level in some places.
Yeah, it's below. Right.
And
that's why it's called the Netherlands.
There you go.
Lowlands.
Nether region. It's in the Nether region.
Is that what you meant to say?
With those self-flagellating sea. Okay. So, okay, so I'm going to go, it's in April. As well, sadly, not to take this sort of down a note, but if the world record in a parallel universe probably would have been run there a couple of years ago. That's where the sub 2 attempt was being set up by Kelvin Kiptoum before he tragically died. He was supposed to run Rotterdam that year, the year that he died.
True. That's true.
So that would have been an added quality. Like Rotterdam would be so much more hyped today because of that. Anyway, I feel like Rotterdam's almost become this like dark horse, awesome race that in Europe, people think about it, but there's my pick. There's my spring marathon. So I've got both marathons off the board right now. Okay. It goes back to you, Alex here.
All right. Okay. So I see both of you poking around Europe a bit more than what makes me comfortable.
And you'd be right.
I'm nervous for Katelyn's fall full marathon pick.
Oh.
If we're constructing this year as though it would be 2027, because 2026 has already started, I anticipate a medium to heavy marathon push from the Sear end of things, unless Coach John has something to say about that. And I figure that we'll see him in the comments, but nonetheless, we're going hard on the marathons, and I'm going to lock down my fall one.
Okay.
This was hard because I knew I wanted to go to this country at some point for one of 2 or even 3 events. But here I am sacrificing Spain to the Valencia full.
Going Valencia full marathon in December.
Yeah, I like it because it's in December, and this exercise forces us to build a pretty robust racing year. Like that's 10 races. Many of them are big. And so I don't want to put everything in my September, October. I like that it's in early December. Same thing. People run fast there. It's realistically this year on my bucket list for the half. I've never been to Spain. I want to go there as a tourist.
Right.
And I also just want to do the fast races there. Everyone seems to love it. So Valencia full, Team Sear, lock it down.
Nice.
And I go twice. So.
Oh, that's right.
Right. You come back. Yeah. You're at the turn coming back. Oof.
Now, I'm about to pick. I was going to pick something that none of you would have predicted out of convenience. And now I'm really second guessing myself because I want to keep the United States open. I was like this close to going to the Princess's 10K at Disney World.
You see? I should have taken Disney off the board.
No, this is different. No. This is different. The Princess's 10K happens at the end of February. There's no dopey challenge. It's just a 10K.
I'm not sure you're allowed to register for the Princess race.
What, is it just for women?
I think it may be.
Hang on.
Oh, you're trying to...
This isn't my...
You're like that. You want to be that guy who
this is only
does a reverse Switzer and enters a women's only race, and as a man then shows up and breaks the tape in front of all of them and becomes the most hated person in running. Is that your plan?
All I'll say is that if
it's just a lot of photos of women dressed up as female.
There's a man there. There's a man there. It may be implied.
Okay. He's looking at race photos.
It may be implied that it's just for women, but it's not stated that it's just for women.
So let's not.
So what Disney princess will you dress up as if you run it?
Well, I was just going to wear a singlet and shorts, but
forget it then. That's no fun.
Cinderella on ball night. You know what? Let's dodge this all together.
Thank you. Good idea.
My 10K.
Okay.
I'm going back to Canada. Okay.
Canada.
Back to Canada.
We're in Canada currently.
Well, I was in.
Oh, you were in your mind.
Hypothetically, it was events in Valencia. I'm going to Canada and I'm doing the Ottawa 10K. It's the Canadian 10K Championships. It's one of the best organized runs in Canada. It's a really fun weekend because the 10K happens on Saturday night, 6:30. Not that much a fan of night races. It takes some getting used to, but I did it last year and I had a good time. You wake up the next morning, watch your friends do the marathon. It's in the nation's capital. People say that Ottawa is, what'd you call it, Michael? Technically beautiful?
Technically beautiful, I believe, is actually the name voted by the people of the city of Ottawa many years ago to be the slogan for the town, for the city. Technically beautiful.
What does that exactly mean?
Yeah, it means as it sounds.
That it's like kind of a not so nice, dreary, sadder place, and it's not.
It's not like that.
It doesn't get the credit.
It's a beautiful place.
It's very beautiful.
It's the city that always sleeps.
Yeah, it's got a bad winter, and so it gets a bad rap. But in May, Ottawa is absolutely beautiful.
It's a nice town.
Yes,
it's a capital city. So capital cities are sort of like these, in many ways, odd second cities that are filled with a lot of government officials and a lot of government adjacent businesses and that sort of thing. Lots of nice museums there, and a beautiful canal that goes through the entire city. It's a nice city to visit, actually. It's a nice city to visit in the summertime. Definitely cold in winter.
Yeah. So that's
a good pick for you. It's in the end of May. It's, I think, sneaky one of the better events in running in North America. The 10K on the Friday. It's Friday night, right? Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night before
and then
the marathon.
Marathon Sunday morning.
Yeah. Okay. My pick, right? Okay. So I was just Googling races in North Korea. Sadly, they only have the Pyongyang Marathon. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot of tourism around other distances.
What do you do with race in North Korea? They have races?
They have the Pyongyang Marathon, which is like this weird
good luck
race.
Good luck beating Mr. Kim Jong. I hear he runs a marathon in 59 minutes.
He runs a marathon in the time it takes the greatest half marathon runners to run. And then he scores an 18 on a PGA rated course afterwards. 18 hole-in-ones in a row.
And amazing. They allow him to draft behind a car and don't disqualify his record.
That's right. Okay, thank you for the vamping because I need all the help I can get.
I'm realizing that this is a lot of on-the-fly strategy decision-making.
Oh, I got it.
Sorry if you're hearing all these typing noises.
I got it.
What is it?
It's on my long list, and there it is. Okay, guys, totally adjacent to my life as a runner. I'm a member of a very small book club. It's 3 of us. It's actually 2 other runners that and I know them both from running. So
you really sound like a departure.
And one of them is Alex's coach, who's in my. It's 3 of us.
You guys don't read books about running, do you?
We don't actually.
Oh, okay.
We take on the big books of literature. It's basically failed writer peer support group where we read the megatomes of literature and help each other get through them because we wouldn't be able to do it on our own. And the book we're taking on next is a book that has haunted me my entire adult life. It's a book that I have read all the way up to the final chapter. And the final chapter is this like mega stream of consciousness, 150 pages from one character's point of view, like without stopping for a beat. And that final chapter I've never gotten through. It's one of the hardest books to read in all of literature, maybe the hardest. And it's Ulysses by James Joyce.
Oh,
so we're taking on Ulysses by James Joyce. It's going to be like probably like a 1-year project to get through this book. We're going to go through it chapter by chapter. And I'm obsessed with this book. I have multiple copies of it from various editions. Yesterday, I held a first edition, which cost several $1,000s in my hands.
Oh,
coincidentally enough. That's kind of weird, but that actually happened yesterday.
Where was that?
It was at a fine and used bookshop at the end of the day, as one does.
Sure.
On a Wednesday afternoon.
That's why he wasn't answering his emails.
That's right. And
I have experienced this with Michael when I was in Toronto. We did visit a couple of bookshops. Remember?
Yes,
we did.
Indeed. I like me a good used bookstore. Okay. So naturally, I'd want to go to Dublin, where Ulysses is set. I've always wanted to go. So Ulysses takes place in one day in June. They call it Bloomsday, and like people go as like a pilgrimage who are fans of the book, and they do they try to do the tour of like the geography of where the main characters in the book go in the one day. It's basically a pub crawl, because they like their Guinness in Ireland. I'm going to go and do the St. Patrick's Day 5K in Dublin, Ireland. It's in March, of course. March 17th.
17th.
This sounds like an amazing way to kick off the mid-season fitness test / piss up, is to fly over to Ireland, run a really hard 5K, and then celebrate with a bunch of pints and your new Irish best friends that you've met along the way.
Or at the bar.
My God. And then afterwards, my God, sign me up for this. Like, I'm excited about this, even though I know this is actually not happening in my real life. But maybe I can talk my wife into a March trip to Ireland so that I can run a 5K.
Oh, I'm sure she'd be down for that.
Yeah, no, she sees right through that sort of shenanigans. Okay, that's my pick. So I got a 5K in the spring off the board.
Okay.
Tauci.
Yes. Do I just get one?
You got two.
Oh, I get two, right? Yeah.
You get to go around the bend. Yeah.
Okay. Well, couple of comments here. One is I just realized I'm pretty cocky because did you choose backup races in case someone chooses your race? I did not.
I have a long list that I made.
Okay,
for each category.
Oh, okay. I did not. I decided
mine is pretty bare bones, but I have a couple.
Okay.
I have a few strategies, and I have a few races that I'm pretty convinced that neither of you will pick.
I got a couple of those. The back pockets. Yeah.
So Katelyn, you're on skeleton here.
Yeah. So I'm like being super cocky. I think that no one will pick any of my races, and I don't know where I got that from. It wasn't intentional. So now I'm just kind of sweating a little bit, thinking like, oh boy, if someone picks my race, I need to come up with something else.
She goes on to pick like the Costa Rican 6.4.
Yeah, exactly.
Crap.
A vertical kilometer here in Costa Rica, which we have many. No, I chose one of those last year. And I also made that promise to myself that I was not going to choose a race that I chose last year. So these are all.
I like that.
Yeah. And another comment is that my races really seem like I chose them because I want to visit those places. So here we go.
I mean, it's kind of one of these weird things with running, right? Where it's like, you get to travel a lot and you find yourself picking a lot of races that you want, in places you want to see, that you want to visit. And then you go to that place and sit in a hotel room for 3 days waiting for the marathon to happen or the ultra to happen. And you don't see anything at all.
Yeah. So this is probably not going to be my marathon PR. I'm going to give you guys my spring marathon. Probably because of the cobblestone section. I have chosen, and guessed it already, I have chosen the Rome Marathon.
Roma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have two athletes running Rome next month. Yeah, very soon. It's coming up. Yeah, it's going to be March 26th. And I mean, I've been to Rome. I've been to Italy. I absolutely love it. And it's one of those places that I will go back to and I want to go back to. And, you know, it's also a family thing. My dad's side of the family, they lived just an hour outside of Rome. So I really like all of that. You know, I really want to go back and I want to see more. And I'm a big history, even though I might not know a lot about history, I love learning about history. So I love going to places that are really like ancient cities. So I would love to do the Rome Marathon in the spring. Okay.
All roads lead to Rome.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I mean, a great spot to carb load. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Pasta, pizza up the wazoo. Okay.
And you did not steal my pick. I do not plan to go to Italy. There are nuts and everything there. I'm convinced that if I step into Italy, I'm going to die.
You'll go into anaphylactic shock.
I will go into anaphylactic shock. Yeah.
Oh, that
sadly.
good. Yeah.
A lot of parts of Italy I'd love to see, but alas.
It's a great spot.
Yeah. So this is your one of two.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, why don't I just go? No, I don't know. If I go for the other marathon, I don't think you guys chose the other marathon, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, my fall marathon. Now, continuing to think about travel and food, right? Because these are things that are very important to me. I have chosen the Athens Authentic Marathon.
Oh, you went for the OG.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
From Marathon
going
to Athens.
to Greece. Yeah, going to Greece.
Is it from Marathon to Athens or is it from Athens to Marathon? You probably start in Marathon.
Or would you end in Marathon?
Yeah, you start in Marathon, you end in Athens. That would be...
That's
the route,
Mr.
right?
Philippides did.
He also didn't wear anything and had no shoes.
Is that how it is?
Yeah, they take your clothes at the start.
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward.
Okay, well, I didn't see that in the fine print, but... I may have thought twice about it.
Nude marathon. That's a rough one.
Yeah, that is
worse for men or women.
That definitely
that's bad for both.
It's bad for everyone.
Oh, it totally exists. Yeah. There's there are 5Ks. There is famously, not to go off a tangent here a little bit, but
why not?
In the Vancouver Marathon every spring in May, great race. There is notoriously spectators. There is a group from an organization of naturalists in Vancouver. Vancouver's got a lot of alternative thinking folks.
Yep.
There is a group that notoriously, every year at a certain point in the race, it's fairly deep in the race, it's like 25K into the race, they go on course with a sign and nothing else.
Whoa.
And they're promoting their organization, which is like they are nudists. And
is this like the Wellesley Scream Tunnel?
Visually and not orally. Yes. Wouldn't stop for a kiss in that context. Anyway, they may not offer it actually. They may just, they're just there to let you know that there's a different way to live. Mm-hmm. It's more freeing.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael picks next, and he chooses the Vancouver Marathon.
I think it's like the Wreck Cove or the Bear or something. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. So they have races. I believe they have a 5K on the beach. Sand finds its way into every crevice in that race.
Oof, yeah, I will never go there because I will never run on the beach.
No. It's not that much fun.
That's why.
Overrated running on the beach. Mm-hmm. We've had this take in a previous podcast. Okay, so you've picked
Athens and Rome. I mean, how can it get any better?
When is the Athens Authentic Marathon?
It is on November 9th. Yes. Right in.
All right. Probably a nice time of year to run in Greece as well.
So we've all picked our full marathons in the fall.
We're all locked in for the fall.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, but I do admit to having one for 2026. And that is to go all in on running, mileage, gym, sleep, all of it, because I actually feel like I'm getting close to my lifetime goals and I don't want to squander this opportunity. Now, I feel like running has gone really well for me in the last year because I finally started to take my diet and nutrition seriously. And a big part of that was to finally get on momentous products.
I started taking their flavorless creatine and then their recovery beverage that's high in protein and then their pre-workout fuel all in early 2025. And that's made a big difference for me. And I love their stuff so much that we actually partnered with them. And today they sponsor this podcast and I eat their creatine chews like candy. Now, before this, I was never a big supplements guy. There's a lot of contaminated crap out there that makes it nearly impossible to know what you're putting in your body. What I liked about Momentous is that their product is independently certified by NSF for Sport or Informed Sport. Right now, Momentous is offering our listeners up to 35% off your first order with promo code MARATHON. So head to livemomentous.com and use promo code MARATHON for up to 35% off your first order. That's livemomentous.com. Promo code MARATHON. Back to the show.
Okay.
Are you up, Michael? You're up.
I am up. Okay. Where am I going next? Getting on the PJ, the charter.
Marathon Handbook sponsored charter.
Hold on here.
I can just picture our plane right now with the chevron. It's got to be orange. It would look
I like it.
Yeah, right?
Sharp,
it would look really nice, really sharp, yeah.
Or does our jet, is it all black with just like the slightest chevron logo? Anyway.
Thomas, if you're listening, we are already designing our jet.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, yes. For my fall half marathon.
Okay.
Yep. I'm doing it. Here we go. I'm picking the Great North Run in September.
Okay.
I thought you didn't have that list?
No, I'm already in London.
Oh, you're already
right. That's right. You couldn't do it anyway.
Yeah. And okay, so I'm going to pick the Great North Run. So the Great North Run, I believe, is the largest half marathon in the world. It is a pretty spectacular race. It's a race that has a lot of elite running history. I think one of the funnest rabbit hole YouTube clips is watching one year they had Haile Gebrselassie, who's like kind of becoming a forgotten goat of marathon running after, it's kind of like the pre-Kipchoge guy. He was the guy before Kipchoge. And got Haile Gebrselassie, kind of late peak. Mo Farah, when he was just coming off the track and dabbling on the roads, when he was still the guy in the Olympics. And then Kenenisa Bekele as well. The three of them in a showdown
Legendary.
That came down to, I think, a sprint between the three of them in the last mile of the race is totally sick.
And Kenny took the win, didn't he?
I believe he did. Now I want to watch it.
Now you have to watch it.
Anyway, that is one of many historical moments in this race. And not only the history of this race, but just like the culture of English running. In many ways, England is kind of like one of the sort of the ground zero of modern athletics and distance running in many respects, obviously besides going to Kenya or Ethiopia to get that experience. So picking the Great North Run, it's a big, fast, fun event for every stripe of runner because it's such a huge event. So that's my pick.
Yeah.
Nice.
2013 is the year it happened. I was starting out in college, I remember. Bekele, the then 10,000 meter record holder, outkicked Mo Farah, the then Olympic defending champion, by 1 second, and Gebrselassie came in third. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. It's a fun YouTube. It's like a little, it's an old clip.
I actually
from the olden days.
I actually snagged that race last year during this draft.
You did. That's right.
So you can have it this year.
I wondered if you're going to repick it because I know you like fast.
I like fast, which informs my next pick. So something happened to me this year.
Yeah, you're up. Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Something happened to you this year.
Something happened to me this year where I had planned to race the Cardiff half marathon.
I looked at Cardiff.
In early October.
I did too.
I'm not picking Cardiff.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I started to train for it in early July. And by the end of August, I was scary fit. Like I went to a wedding and the groom is one of my best friends. And as he grabbed me by the waist to take a picture, he was like, "Oh God, dude, you are either sick or really fit right now. What's going on?" And it was true. I was on the verge of coming down with an injury, which I did, derailed my plans. But I realized that in the summer,
You get so fit. And it takes about 2 to 2.5 months to get to peak fitness running in the warmth. And I think I'm like a mid-September half marathon racing guy. Had I not gotten injured, I think I would have smashed something right in the middle of September. So I thought about timing for choosing this race.
Okay.
And some race got on my radar because this year they're hosting the half marathon world champs, which means that it's a good course and it's fast. And then the next thing, it's a part of the world that I want to go to. So I'm going to spend a lot of time in Europe in this fictitious year. I'm going to Copenhagen, Denmark to run the half marathon in mid-September.
It's a good one. It was on my long list. Cool town to visit. Be a good trip as well. Sell it to your partner pretty easily. Like, hey, let's go to Copenhagen.
Yeah, for some reason it sells better than want to go to Boston to the indoor 5K in middle February.
She's like, oh, great. A 5K in Boston. A little cold in February. No. Oh, don't worry. It's indoors.
Even more fun.
It's totally fine. You're going to feel like you have strep throat when you get out of there.
Oh my God.
And you have a second pick.
I do.
You turn around, you're doing another pick. Okay, what you got?
I picked twice. So tactically, this feels wrong to do. Usually you keep your wild card until the end.
Oh, yes.
Especially given that one of the wild cards is actually no wild cards are off the board. So one of you might scoop this up. And this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm so intrigued by that part of the world and also by this type of race because it's arguably, maybe not even arguably, the most popular type of race that there is in the world.
Okay.
It's an Ekiden.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan and do an Ekiden. I want to like join a team.
Sign me up.
And
can we let's do the Marathon Handbook team. I don't think you're going to be able to crack into an Ekiden because, you have to be basically
very fast,
absolutely world-class to run in these Ekidens because it's serious there.
Yeah. I want to do a race and finish like 2000. Like I want this experience and I want to go to the biggest one. So I want to do the Hakona Ekiden. Happens in January 2026. Also, I've been miserable this month in Canada. Okay. January in Canada in 2026.
He just keeps whining about it.
Was so bad. I think I mentioned it once a podcast. It sucks. I want to leave. I want to go somewhere next January. So I'm off to the Ekiden, and that's my wild card.
And you're going to stay in Japan for like a month and train.
Yeah.
There you go.
We want a honeymoon in Japan. So maybe what we do we honeymoon in Japan and we stay longer.
That's good. I like that. You just stay there for 6 months.
Why not? Maybe I won't come back. Maybe I'll go and link up with Mr. Run to Japan. Shout out to Jake. I started watching his YouTube videos and he's hilarious.
So the Hakone, that's your wild card pick?
Yeah.
So you went wild card right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting choice.
You were worried we were going to choose that? Well, Michael may have.
Yeah, I had a little fear. Yeah.
I mean, there's a Chiba Ekiden as well. There are multiple Ekidens and there are different distances too. So the Ekiden, I think traditionally has been a relay event where it's a marathon broken down into a relay. And then the whole idea, the conceit behind it, which is a cool idea, is like you get a group of people together, you run the equivalent of a marathon distance as a handoff relay. They have like a sash. Instead of a baton, they do this like sash that they have to wear and hand off. A bit awkward to have to take a sash off and hand to somebody and put a sweaty sash on you. But then you get to add up your collective time, and that's your collective team time, which is like you can put together a pretty fancy time, right? I would imagine the team times for like the top level elite Ekidens for the marathon distance Ekiden in Japan are probably like sub 2, right? Because you get a whole bunch of runners that will be running sub 30 minutes for a 10K.
Of course, yeah. I think there are many sub 2s.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that. No problem. Don't worry, Alex. We can, Michael and I, you and Thomas,
let's bring it. Ambi's got some legs. Costcake can drop like a 46-second 400 meter.
Full disclosure, we still may do this one day, and we'll nest this. This is like 45 minutes into the podcast, so only the true fans will hear this, and no one's going to steal this idea in the industry. Is before the Toronto Marathon, we were Toronto Waterfront Marathon in October when we were cooking up content ideas. In the work we did with ASICS, we were going to take their 3 super shoes they have, and one of the concepts we had was we were going to, as a team, Katelyn, Alex, and I were going to run a team relay where we were going to split the marathon up into 3 components, 3 distances, and we were each going to wear a different super shoe and see what time we could come up with. And we were going to run the Toronto Waterfront Marathon course on like a Tuesday afternoon during
rush hour traffic
with like just through the city, like total bandit style running. I still think it's a cool idea.
I was really looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll do it one day.
Maybe this year we'll do it. A little bit complex to shoot that. Our videographer was like kind of cringing at the idea.
Yeah, because he had to do the full marathon.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, okay, sure, we can do that." E-bike, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So when's the Hakone Ekiden again? What time of year is that again?
January.
It's in January. Okay. So let's keep an eye on Mr. Sear, Katelyn. I think he's going to get slippery with the dates.
Mm-hmm.
What? No. I'm marking these down.
Okay. It's my go now, right?
Yes.
So I've got a 5K in the spring. I'm going to get drunk in Dublin and bath my way through a 5K. I got a spring marathon. I got Rotterdam, and then I've got a fall marathon, the New York City Marathon, greatest marathon on earth. And I've got a half as well in September. How nicely lined up is that? September half, marathon in November. Okay. I'm going trail. I'm going ultra.
Okay.
Taking the big boy off the board here. Am I allowed to pick this, Katelyn? Am I allowed to pick UTMB?
I don't know because you picked the New York City Marathon.
Okay. So that's a tier 1-ish for.
I don't know. Let's see.
It is the ultra, right? It is the Super Bowl, the New York City Marathon, the World Marathon Majors of ultras. It is like the fanciest ultra. It's the biggest. It's also the biggest ultra, right? It's like, how many people are in?
No,
like
and they have like 10 distances because they not only have the UTMB distances like the classics, but then they have like the 200 miler, the 100 mile, 150. I don't know. I've got a ton of distances there.
I feel like it'd be okay.
Pick it. We'll give it to you.
Should I take like one of the lesser distances? So I'm like the lesser distances. Should I take? You
can do the 100K.
The CCC.
Yeah, the CCC.
It's like I'm not taking the full enchilada. I'm not going for the UTMB. Awkward naming.
I'd love
UTMB,
to run CCC,
OCC. Right? Those are the 3 different distances. Okay. I will take the CCC. I'll go UTMB CCC, which is in August. It's in late August, if I'm not mistaken.
I'd love to run the 100K there.
Pretty sweet event.
Yeah.
Okay, and you will also note that I'm picking this one because it falls right sort of like end of summer. So it works with the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jog my way through the CCC. Jog. Okay, that's my pick. Katelyn, you are up.
Oh, okay. Yes, let's see. So what am I going to go with next? All right. I mentioned that I wanted to do something along these lines in our last podcast. So I chose for my spring 10K, a rock and roll 10K. And this rock and roll 10K is in Madrid.
Nice pick.
Ooh. Yeah. So there's a Madrid rock and roll. It's April 26th.
Okay, so it's a spring 10K. The
spring 10K, right? And I mean, I've mentioned it so many times because I've mentioned Vegas and I've mentioned, I think it was, there's one in California, San Jose, California. I really want to run a rock and roll something. And so this rock and roll 10K should be super fun. I just think of the vibes, the music, the crowds, and going to Madrid is, amazing. Food, food, drinks. Who wouldn't want to go back to Madrid? So Madrid, rock and roll 10K, April 26th.
Madrid is a lovely city. Our colleague and Marathon Handbook founder is Thomas Watson, is a local of Madrid. He's a Madridian. We're going to get an email from Thomas. He listens to every podcast all the way through.
And we've mentioned him quite a bit today.
Not just because it's his job. Is it Madridian, Thomas?
What else could it be?
Audience, let us know. A Madridite?
What about
Madridite.
Medridite. Yeah. It sounds like Mennonite.
Someone from Manchester in the UK is a
oh boy.
Manchurian? Mancunian. I forget.
Someone from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Haligonian.
I was born a Haligonian.
Haligonian.
There you go.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
I think I'm a Newtonian. Newtonian.
You're a Newtonian.
Like the type of physics.
That's right. And we're Torontonians.
Yes.
We're from Toronto. Okay.
So Madrid, and also it'd be very cool. I could have a coffee and with Thomas, or he could run the 10K with me. And
absolutely.
My husband's family, half of them live in Madrid. So always it's like a nice family reunion when we go there. So great destination place to go.
Hang out with your in-laws on vacation. That sounds like fun, huh?
Okay.
You inviting
cousins.
Inviting your in-laws with you to Japan when you go on your trip? Actually, you like your in-laws.
I like my in-laws.
Yeah, I do too. I like my in-laws too.
Yeah.
My in-laws are great. How do you feel about your in-laws, Kate? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's move on. All right.
So moving on. Do I get another pick? Okay.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Just kidding.
Do they? Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So I'm just trying to think if you guys are going to choose any of these. I don't see it happening. So I can be pretty confident that I don't need a backup. Okay.
So cocky.
I am. Maybe it's just because I choose races more on, we have very different criteria. I think that's clear. Alex is always trying to run really fast and flat for the most part. You like the really big time races, Michael. And I'm kind of choose this sounds like a fun place to visit. It would be so pretty. Okay.
Absolutely.
So let's do my fall 5K because this just seemed amazing to me. There's a fall 5K in Reykjavik, Iceland.
Oh, yeah. Nice one.
That is a night run. And I just would love to. It's called the Midnight Sun Run. How cool would that be? So I thought that would be a very cool thing. There's hot springs. You've got the volcanic landscapes there. It's just very cool Nordic vibes. I think that would be a very cool race to do. So going all the way to Iceland for a 5K.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
June 19th.
Yeah. I love that.
June 19th. Oh, and it's on the longest day of the year, right?
Yeah.
So that fits into what? I guess spring. We can put that into, that is technically spring.
Oh, shoot. Even though it is technically spring, but.
Well, it's just before. Okay. So for summer stuff, what do we do?
Oh,
do
I called it as the fall.
You called it as a fall. That's up in the spring though.
You know what? I feel like it would be fair to cut it at the middle of the year. So July down is fall and then the rest.
Sure. Sorry. So what distance is it again?
It was a 5K.
It's a 5.
So I haven't chose a 5K yet. Okay. So
I think we have to put it in the spring though.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. We'll put it in the spring. And then I need to recalculate for my fall 5K. Oh boy. So I did have to end up recalculating.
Still solid. Okay. You know what? I've been to Iceland. And
have you?
It's crazy. So I was there in early May of 2024, and the days were already really long there. By June 19, just around summer solstice, I wonder if the sun goes down at all. Can you get a full day of sunlight?
You're probably very close to it.
Very close,
Very close. So does this race start at midnight? I remember I picked a race last year that was close to the Arctic Circle as well. I don't think it was this race, but it was another midnight run in another part. It was is it Norway or Sweden or... Anyway, it was quite in the north, and that was the concept behind it. It starts at midnight on the solstice,
and it's bright,
and it's still light out. Which is a neat concept.
Yeah,
like that one. It's my pick now.
It's you.
I'm going to go with this is. Hold on, let me make sure that this qualifies for me.
It's starting to get difficult here.
Mm-hmm. It's starting to get difficult.
It's because of the calendar more than anything else, right?
That's right. I'm going with technically my fall 10K it takes place in July 26th this year. It's the Sydney Harbour 10K, Sydney, Australia. Wow. I'm going to my new favorite location for a World Marathon Major, Sydney, Australia.
He's just virtue signaling.
I'm gonna get a taste of the experience for when I eventually one day go and run the Sydney Marathon. Sydney Marathon organizers, just feel free to, you can email me, michael@marathonhandbook.com. More than happy to come out. Anyway, for those who have not consumed previous hours and hours of our podcasts, we were constructively critical of the Sydney Marathon.
Michael hates kangaroos.
I think kangaroos are neat. They're cute. No, I don't think people in Australia, our Australian listeners, of which we have many, how do you feel about kangaroos? I think they feel about kangaroos the way you and I feel about raccoons in Toronto.
Or do they?
They're kind of like in the way. They're kind of like everywhere, and like they're roadkill. They're okay. They're fine, but they're kind of part of life. I think like squirrels.
Or is it more like how we Canadians think about moose? Like people think bears. That we live with moose and bears everywhere, but really, like I've never seen a live moose. I've driven past one, but I've never come across a live moose while walking out. In the woods.
I have.
You have?
Oh, you have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but like it can happen, but it's not a defining part of what makes
it's a bit of a deal. You're
sharing the land with moose. Do Australians really see that many kangaroos?
Let us know. I feel like we're going to get emails. Like, why do we get email? We get emails I need to stay away from talking about Australia for some reason. Okay. Yeah. So that's in July. It's a 10K, Sydney Harbour, one of the most, beautiful, iconic harbor fronts in the world. Got the Opera House there. Beautiful spot. Looks like an awesome race. Sign me up. That is July. Was it? Did I say July 26th this year?
July.
So end of July. But so that's technically my fall 10K. So that's done. Now back to you, Alex Sear.
Okay. So Michael, fall 10. Now I'm seeing what are the 2 races that I can leave until the very end. Excellent. All right. So I've been balking at a US based race. I've been going to Europe and I've been spending a bit of time in Canada and Japan. You know what? This is a race that I've wanted to do for a while. Not that flying matters in this particular challenge, but it's close to home. I think it would be an easy lift. I know it's a well-organized race. The top runners tend to go there, which makes me think it's a well-organized event. And since Michael has already snagged New York City for the full, let me take the NYC half.
Great pick.
In the spring.
March
15th. What I love about it the most is that it's in that perfect time before London. It would give me 6 weeks, not 5, 6 weeks.
Good strategy. Yeah.
Between the half and the full. I know I'd be doing world-class events on both occasions. And is there something about, I've never raced in New York City. I've raced around New York City, but I've never raced in the city. And the New York City half is that's the race where they close Times Square, right?
That is the one. It's the one of 2 times in a year they close Times Square.
And the other one is
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, yeah. And so, and I'm not going to go for New Year's Eve. I think the whole Seacrest thing is pretty corny. I kind of don't need to do that. But I would love to see I'd love to run through Times Square without a Spider-Man trying to take a picture of me or whatever. And yeah,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, have you ever done that? Like go on Times Square and people just, maybe it's my fault because I look like a tourist. Like they'll come to me and ask for my phone to take a picture, and then they take your picture and then they heckle you for money.
No, never happened to me.
Really?
No.
God, okay, maybe I'm like signaling in a way.
Because you're just like, wow, everything is so, and you're like looking around.
Selfies.
You probably look, like you're a tourist just because everything is so overwhelming.
So NYC half, I've run it, I think 3 times. Really killer event. Every element of it is awesome. Really well organized, super fun race. Good pick. Really solid pick.
Nice,
good
Alex.
choice. If you're doing an American race, I'd say, like if you're power ranking the top 10 American distance events for experience and also speed, like organization being a proper race.
Yeah.
Not just a weird kind of fun bucket list thing where you drink a lot of wine in the fields or something like that. I think that's got to be on the top 10.
Yeah, I'm going more for a more proper experience here.
Okay. Is that
it's me again?
It's you again. Okay. So you're vamping there. You're like, keep stalling, keep talking.
Yeah, keep stalling because I'm debating between 2 races for my fall 10K.
Ooh, what do I got? I think I just picked my fall 10K. That's right. I went Sydney.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy about.
Yeah.
I love Australia. I'm looking forward to going.
What do I do with this? So Michael has impressed upon me the wonder and coolness of the Loch Ness Marathon weekend.
Great race.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But underrated race.
But I don't know if that's what I want to do because
they've got a 10, right? They have a 10 and they have a marathon, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered the year I ran it that they didn't have a half the night before. They didn't have a. Went on a. I told you guys this story before.
Yes,
yeah. You thought you were going to do the half, and then
I went on a press trip to experience the event and to write about it when I worked for a magazine. And I just stupidly, I didn't even really look, and I was just like, oh, I'll just run the half so I can get the flavor and the experience of the race. I think I was running Chicago or something like that. I had a goal race already set up, so I was like, definitely don't want to run a marathon. I'll just run the half. And I neglected to kind of bring this up with my handler, who was, the PR or marketing person. And like literally just before I was about to eat dinner, I actually ordered dinner already because I did not eat a marathon oriented dinner. I was like, yeah, is it okay if you just switch me down to the half? And they're like, half? There's no half.
Oops.
Like, what? They're like, no, it's a point-to-point marathon. It's like, all right.
Stuck.
Okay.
Stuck.
Yeah. I think I was drinking my second pint of beer at the time too. So
then you had a third.
And I had a third and everything went well. Actually, everything went really well that day. I really enjoyed that race. Yeah. I loved that race.
So I'm not going to pick it.
Okay.
Okay.
But I vamped adequately for you.
Yeah. Now I know. It's the reason I don't want to do it. It's too close to Copenhagen. It's
you're doing the Riyadh 10K in Saudi Arabia. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I'm going and watching Chappelle do a comedy set at the time. No, I'm choosing a 10K that happens in October. We're keeping the strong European flavor, and we're going to go with the TCS Amsterdam Marathon weekend. I'm going to do the 10K there.
They have a 10K.
It's going to be, it's a part of the world I want to see.
And you're scouting for running the Amsterdam Marathon.
Well, maybe, right? I've never been to Amsterdam. TCS, they know how to run big events. Like they run London, they run New York. And I think Amsterdam is probably of the relative size of the TCS Toronto Waterfront Marathon. Just like not a world major, but a little bit smaller. And Toronto always goes off without a hitch. So I'm going to do Amsterdam. It's on October 18th. Also keeps me in a good groove of racing. The plan would be after that to like take a week off and then fully hone in on Valencia in December. So
okay.
Yeah.
Good pick. What do you guys think of when you think of Amsterdam?
Tulips.
Good answer. What do you think?
What do I? Oh, drugs.
Yeah, that's what they got to work on that. I guess I think of like what? Van Gogh and drugs. You know what I think of? I think of the scene. Now this is going to show my age. I think of this. We've mentioned Pulp Fiction before on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the scene at the beginning of Pulp Fiction. It's like the opening sequence in Pulp Fiction where these two hired assassins, these two hitmen played by Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta. And Travolta had just come back from a European vacation and he was in France. What do they call a Big Mac in France? Le Big Mac.
The Big Mac.
What do they call a quarter pounder of cheese? They call it a Royale with cheese. What do they call a Whopper? I didn't go to Burger King. Sorry, it's a line from it. Anyway, he goes to Amsterdam. He's talking about Amsterdam, and you can get a beer at McDonald's there as well. Yeah, you can, like beer. They just live differently there. Anyway, Amsterdam. I think it needs a little refresh in terms of what you think of. I mean, obviously, it's a much more robust, interesting city.
I think of bikes. I think of bike paths. It's a big biker friendly.
Well, yes, and the Netherlands overall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's my pick. Can't believe I just like recited a scene from Pulp Fiction midway through a running podcast.
Like,
okay.
Is he having a stroke?
Or is he really hungry?
I am actually starting to get hungry. This is the problem with recording before noon. Okay, so I am going to go with decisions. So before I ruin all my fitness in Dublin with the Piss Up 5K at St. Patrick's Day in March, I'm actually going to fly to Europe early. I'm going to hang out and I'm going to do a Rust Buster test workout run, and I'm going to do my spring half marathon, and I'm going to get right behind that pacing vehicle so I can get my fastest half marathon ever. Just like Jacob Kiplimo.
What's the vehicle?
Also I'm not going to get I'm not going to get my, hey, that was, come on now. I'm not that washed. Well, a little bit maybe. I'm going with the Barcelona half marathon in February in Barcelona. Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do that right, Katelyn?
Sounds good to me. We don't use that Spanish accent here in Costa Rica, but it sounds good.
we don't talk like that. Barcelona, I've been to Spain, but I've not been to Barcelona. Obviously one of the great tourism cities in the world. So much so well visited that the people of Barcelona apparently hate tourists. So
they do. They have signs everywhere that say like tourists go home.
Back home.
Yep, go back home. They don't want tourists there. It's good time.
I'm going to sneak in there and keep my head down and hopefully blend in. And I'm going to run the Barcelona half. It's where the now disqualified half marathon world record. It's almost like, I think they could take this and spin this into like hype for them, where they're like, our race is so fast that the half marathon didn't even count in the end. It's where Jacob Kiplimo ran the half marathon last year and totally blew everyone's minds with a huge world record of 56 minutes and something seconds.
Crazy.
And we just found out this week it doesn't count. So because he was apparently too close to the pace vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Such a BS thing. I think we need a dedicated podcast on this. Because
should I get my want to do conspiracy corner here? No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go there. Okay, so Katelyn.
Yes, my turn.
Batter up.
Okay, here we go. I got two. So what's left here? Okay, so for my fall half marathon, which will be summer, but August 23rd, I will be going to Argentina, to Buenos Aires, and run the half marathon there. It's supposed to be a nice, flat, and fast course. And I mean, going to Buenos Aires on a nice trip and eat some nice food. Again, you guys see a pattern here? And a little tidbit that something you guys don't know about me. I actually took years of tango lessons. So
I can see that.
Really?
Can you?
I'm not surprised. I know you were into dancing, and I know that you're a good dancer.
And you're musical.
And you're musical, and you've got a musical background.
And I love
tango is like, it's the chess of dancing. Right? Okay. If you see my poll there, it's complex. It's got a history, a culture to it. That's cool.
I'll put it this way. I was more surprised when Michael told me that apparently he's a good dancer.
I'm an okay dancer. Yeah, I'm a decent dancer.
That's pretty good. Good for you.
I have got my methodology. But I can
you've reduced it to a system.
That's what. No, yes, just all good dancing. No, I have a sense of rhythm. I would say,
and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and a willingness to
when
dance.
you're dancing.
I like dancing. I like dancing.
Yeah, that's what I miss. I'm not a very good dancer. I have rhythm. I play the drums. I can't dance.
Really?
My joints are.
I assumed Alex was a good dancer. I just assumed you were.
Yeah,
my joints are weird. Like they don't pop or lock. Or move that well?
You're just kind of like spaghetti. You're like that thing that they've got in front of
wacky, crazy arm inflatable.
Oh, like in front of used car dealerships.
Yeah. They're just kind of like a Gumby. Do you remember Gumby?
Yeah, Gumby.
I'm a bit of I'm the opposite of a Gumby.
Do you remember the Saturday Night Live? Well, this is before even our time, Katelyn. But there was a Saturday Night Live ongoing sketch with what's his name is playing Gumby. Axel Foley. Why am I blanking on Eddie Murphy? With Eddie Murphy playing Axel Foley. It's like his character in his character in a movie in not which movie was 80s movie, a cop movie. Anyway, he played Gumby. He dressed up in a Gumby outfit. He's like, I'm Gumby, damn it. I haven't
seen it, but now I need to see
it.
So
good. So good.
Damn it.
Early 80s SNL sketch.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
So when is that race?
That's August 23rd.
So that's your fall.
My fall half. Yeah.
Your fall half. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go to some tango.
And it is officially called the Buenos Aires Half Marathon?
Yes.
You say it so much nicer than I do. The Buenos Aires Half Marathon.
Buenos Aires.
I only have a few. We only have a few more left, guys.
Yeah, we're getting to the end here.
Okay.
This is actually really hard.
It's getting tough.
Yeah.
To finish it.
Because there are so many races, and I actually am a little worried about my calendar, but we'll...
And you want to kind of juice the calendar at this point because you're like, you're getting schedule anxiety, insecurity. Like, will people love when I read off my full year of races, will people love it? Will they appreciate did I make the right choices? And also the other fear is like, does this make any sense? Like when you're like, okay, I actually have to run these events. What's it going to be like? And then you start reading it off and you're like, oh, I'm having to fly literally to the other side of the world 3 weeks later to run a race after running this race. Okay, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be a little expensive too, I'd say.
That'll be a fun question that we should try to answer at the very end. Is like, how much did each of our running? Cost? Yeah, this is literally, as you said off the top, Alex, this is the opposite of our last episode about running on a complete budget under $2,000, including races. This is how to not, like, this one race would be with travel would be probably at least $2,000.
Oh yeah,
at least. I don't know if I have a single race that would be under $2,000 for me personally, traveling from where I am.
Yeah, I think I might just stay in Europe all year with this.
I'm just going to go on tour.
That sounds great. That sounds like a great... Okay, so I've got one more. So I'm going to go with my... no, I'll leave the wild card. It's very cool. I'll go with my fall 10K, which is going to be on November 2nd. I'm going to be traveling to Switzerland to do the Geneva 10K.
Nice.
A athlete in Switzerland, and she sends me plenty of photos to coax me into coming to Switzerland to run. So it's also a very nice scenic race with some nice lakeside views when I was looking at the photos. So,
and when is that event?
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
Fall 10K. So there we go.
Beautiful. I have been to Geneva. I like Switzerland. Who's ever said I didn't enjoy Switzerland? Yeah. It is expensive as all hell.
Yeah.
And they use Swiss francs, which is complicated.
We have a family friend who declined an invitation to our wedding this summer. And
you want to name them right now?
You
want to call him out?
Nah, it's okay.
That hurts. They're like,
listen.
Nah.
And it was like, what? Why wouldn't he come to our wedding? And we learned that he now has a girlfriend and she's from Switzerland and there's a family reunion. And so instead of going to old Prince Edward Island, he's going to Switzerland. And so I was like, all right, fine.
Fair enough.
Probably would have done the same thing.
Fair enough. Let's see here. What else do I got? So I'm up next, right?
Yep. I think we're closing it out now, right? Ooh. We're closing it out.
Man, I'm struggling. I have weird picks.
I have my wild card. I have to do a fall 5 and I have to do a spring 10. Oh, it'd be easier, quite frankly, be easier for me right now just to grab my wild card because it's easier than digging around trying to figure out what it is I want to do in 10K land. Oh, that's going to be impossible. See, now I'm looking at scheduling too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on here.
I have one that I think you guys aren't going to accept. I'm going to explain the scheduling idea, but I don't think you're going to accept it. So I should look for a backup.
I thought I picked a race in February. I did not. Hold on here. You guys have my list. Did either of you write down what I picked?
No, I thought you were keeping the master list because you kept saying,
what
date was that? Oh, okay.
I am, but I'm just like, I feel like I had something in February, but maybe, I had a half marathon. Sorry. I had Barcelona half in February. That's what it
right.
was.
Yeah. Because
Sorry. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of eliminates what my thinking with that. I am going to do something really weird and off script for me. That's out of character for myself. It's not quite betraying myself, although some would say it is, if you know me really well, but not quite. Because I'm going on a little it's a curiosity trip. It's a bizarre move for me. It's definitely a place that I would go if you're like, hey, Michael, I'm offering you a free trip to this place. Do you want to go? There are very few places in the world actually I would say no to. Are there any places in the world that you would pass on if they're like free trip to this place for like a fun weekend?
Probably Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm for the record, politically, I am opposed to the tyrannical regime of Iran. Just to make, well, just
very
we're
clear.
not questioning that.
However, yes. I would go to Tehran in a second, like one of the most interesting cities in the world. Absolutely, I'd even go to rural Iran, just like poke around in the mountains there. It's quite beautiful.
Journalist, would you go to North Korea?
Absolutely, I would.
I would.
Yeah,
I would too.
I mean, I would be very nervous, and as a parent, probably not a smart idea. Because here's the thing about traveling to places where there's no diplomatic relationship with your country and that country is if you get grabbed, basically your country cannot help you. Like if you or I or Katelyn as well, because I'm sure there's there may be diplomatic relations between Costa Rica and Iran. I'm not sure if there are. There certainly are not with Canada and the United States and Iran. If we were to go to Iran and be say arrested and accused of some sort of like of espionage or even something more mundane like theft or whatever and charged with a crime, can't do anything. You're basically, you become a trade chip in geopolitics and like realpolitik. Like you'll sit in a Iranian prison until you're traded for an arms dealer.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
no, I'd say probably not. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not quite that, but I'm going to go with the Abu Dhabi 10K in January.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I just, not a place I think I would pick for like a destination, but also a place that I'm be fascinated to go there. I mean, it's like, just to see what the world is like in Abu Dhabi.
Well,
very wealthy spot.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Just like lots of indoor shopping.
You know, the what's that city that they're building in Saudi Arabia? The Line?
Yep. The
Line, and also Riyadh. I'm curious it's something that you kind of have to see, I think.
Yeah.
So I feel that. My 10Ks are taken, so I wasn't considering it. But
that was a weird one by me. I feel already regret. I already know I'm going to be like looking down the line and be like, oh, look at that beautiful south of France 10K that I missed, Where
was Michael? He was in the desert.
I was in basically a glorified, gigantic international airport duty-free zone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, send your hate mail to me from Abu Dhabi. Okay, so Katelyn, you're next.
I'm next.
No, you're
it's
next.
Alex is up.
I'm hitting a double 5K, and a part of me just wishes I could do a random park run somewhere, but that is not the rule.
You could pick a park run. Actually, I have a park run on my long list.
Yeah, but all the countries that are close,
I can't pick it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I have to travel far. I can't just stay in Canada or go to the States, and I've already been to Europe a bunch of times. So why not go super far?
Okay.
I want to go to the A6 Waterfront half marathon weekend and do the 5K fun run in New Zealand.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Good one. I love it.
So then, where is that? In Auckland? Where is it?
It is in Auckland.
Beautiful spot, apparently.
The only reservation that I have is that it would be 2 weeks before the London Marathon. So I might be...
It's a bit of a trip.
Yeah.
You basically shot yourself in the foot with your marathon. Pro tip.
I picked it late, right?
Unless you're that kid, Sam Ruth, the New Zealander the Kiwi flew around. He flew from New Zealand to Boston to run that indoor mile. What was it, last week?
Last week.
And ran a
3:48.
One of the greatest performances, full stop, ever. Like 3:48 as a 16-year-old. What the heck is going on there?
Oh my goodness.
60 hours of travel, I think it was. It was either 50 or 60. Regardless, it's just stupid. But I don't recommend you do that before a marathon. So that's in what day? What date?
That's April 15th. So it's give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Half.
And that's a 5K.
Sorry, 5K.
Yeah. I think I take this race as a fun run, a little tune-up, so that I'm at least not too physically tired from running by the time I get to London. I'm deep in taper mode at this point. So just kind of a thing to do between the New York City half and then London, and it helps me see New Zealand. I have a couple of friends in New Zealand, actually, so I can go and say hi to them.
Nice.
Now, pick number 9.
What's it called again? Harbourfront?
I think Waterfront.
Waterfront.
Yeah, Waterfront half marathon. It's
but there's a 5K.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a 5K fun run and walk, which I think would rein me in and force me not to take things too seriously.
You're just going for a jog.
Yeah, I already have enough races on the calendar for me, so that's enough.
Okay.
And then
you're gonna win the fun run.
Yeah, I'm gonna win the fun run.
He's gonna be that guy.
He's going to be that guy. Yeah. He is that guy.
I am that guy.
Might as well be that guy. You are that guy.
I did a 5K run on January 1st because I had a free entry here in Toronto, and I made sure to finish second just to not be an asshole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
there you
can't
go.
say that.
So you just kept slowing down as this, and you're like, the guy's just falling apart. I'm assuming it was guy. The person is falling apart in front next to you, and they're like, go on, man, you win this one, and you're like, oh, my leg,
a cramp.
My shoelaces. Come on, get untied.
I kind of wish. No, he took off too fast. I was like, I gave myself a limit of 17 minutes. I was like, I'll run 17 minutes, and if someone's faster than that, they can have it. And I think he ran like 16.
What a flex by Alex. Just like, I just had to hold myself back at 17 minutes.
You know,
it felt so easy and aerobic because it did.
It was aerobic. It was, tapering to Houston. Also, my best ever half marathon had a 5K. A chill 5K happened about 10 days before. So this is a good omen.
Okay.
So we're going to New Zealand.
Okay.
Pick number 9 for the big dog. Okay.
Yeah. I love when people nickname themselves. Okay, go.
I'm full of races. I was looking at my fall is also well designed. September 15th, good race. Valencia, full good race. This is a little bit schedule filling and kind of BS, but I'm using this as a way to travel to a place that looks so cool and weird and that I want to see. I also have never been to Asia other than, that January when I'll do this Ekiden. I'm going to go to Singapore. I'm going to do the Singapore 5K. It's on December 6th. So
sounds sweaty.
Yeah, I'm going to do that for fun after Valencia. I plan to have a great day in Valencia, celebrate, and then just trail off into the Singaporean sunset, run a little 5K, and then come back home for the holidays.
When is that, the date again?
December 6th.
December. Oof. Okay.
Alex, you stole it from me. You stole it.
What?
You are not going to believe it. You are not going to believe it. I was looking at a 5K in Singapore because I've got 2 athletes that I train there. And I thought, what a great excuse, but to go to Singapore, run a 5K and hang out with them. I'm not even kidding. Out of all the races. Oh, I am really having a hard time with this fall 10K. Fall 5K. That's all right. Keep going. Go ahead, Michael.
I don't have a fall 5K either, do I? I'm now just looking here. It's my 2 holes left are...
You have Dublin.
No, that's in the spring.
Yeah, in the spring.
My two picks left are 5K in the fall and wild card, I do believe. What do you guys have left?
Trail. Left to the end.
I know you've got trail. I know you do.
I don't care about it.
I've got the wild card.
You have to care. You have to care for your future self. You've got to care.
Right.
I'm telling you, in 15 years, you're going to look back and you'll be like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I've signed up for this 50K. I can't believe I'm doing it.
There's no chance. I'm more worried that I become one of those like Masters record chasers.
Please don't.
Don't. I could see it.
Don't be that guy.
What's wrong with that? I would love to be a Masters record chaser.
Michael doesn't like them.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
I'd love to do that.
I'm not fast enough. No. Okay, so this is my pick, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I have to pick a fall 5K. This is tough. This is really tough. Because all the ones I'd want to pick are in places that I'm already going. No. Let me check. Oh, no, wait. No, that was a 10K I picked. Oh, I think I've saved. No, it's in America.
I'm telling you, the fall 5K is killing all of us.
Oh, no, I picked the 10K. I picked the Sydney Harbour 10K, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
It was a 5-2. I should have picked that. Darn.
Actually, you guys, I can't believe that you did that because the Singapore 5K wasn't one on my list after my other one got thrown out because it was really a spring 5K. Singapore and the Sydney one were both like, okay, well, I could choose one of those. And you both took them. So now I don't know what to do.
Okay, I am going to go. Man, I've already traveled to all these places. Oh, let me check. Yes, I found it.
Oh,
it's a tight one.
What do we got?
It's going to be a crazy November for Michael here.
Uh-oh.
Would you call yourself the big dog?
I'm the big dog.
It's going to be a crazy November for the old dog. I'm going to go with the Cape Town Night 5K in November in South Africa.
Oof, that's
there you go. There's my
rough accent.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
Michael's
South
going to get
African
an email
listeners.
from Australia, South Africa, Abu Dhabi.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to say what I was just thinking in my head. Okay, so Cape Town Night 5K. It's in November. Cape Town sounds like a totally cool place to visit. Really, really out of the way for anyone who doesn't live in South Africa, I guess. It's at the bottom of the African continent, of course. But looks like an amazing spot to visit. Kind of crazy that I'm traveling all the way there to run 5 kilometers, but why the heck not? It's not about the 5K. It's about the journey, guys. Friends you make along the way. So there's my pick for that one. So I feel very confident no one will be taking my wild card, which is I can't wait to talk about. Katelyn, I will hand off to you.
Okay.
For your final
for
selections.
T-Bone's final picks.
The T-Bone.
Seinfeld reference. Run in, who remembers that? Okay. So T-Bone for the fall 5K. So right after, I have to finish my 50K pretty quick in Torres del Paine because I got to get on a plane because we will clearly be covering the Berlin Marathon that same weekend. Ooh. So I've got to get on a plane after my 50K, get to Berlin and run the Fun Run 5K at the Berlin Marathon on September 27th. It's a shakeout.
Okay. Fun Run 5K, Katelyn.
It's like logistically impossible, but we're going to make it work. I just have to run really fast in Torres del Paine.
Katelyn is doing and that is in September.
It is on marathon weekend. Okay.
When is the Torres del Paine?
The 26th.
And when is this 5K?
The 27th, Michael. That's why I said it's a quick.
So you're going
turnaround.
private jet on this one, are you?
Ooh. The Marathon Handbook private jet is going to come pick me up real quick.
We're jazzing it up.
And I'm going to reunite with the team in Berlin to cover the marathon. And why not run a 5K in the process?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Okay. We'll allow it. It's technically the day after. We'll allow our audience to evaluate that one on its merits.
Can I be brutally honest? Katelyn could have said anything in the world and I just would have been like, yeah, okay. Because I've been panicking here trying to find my own race.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I went through about 5 or 10 5Ks and I noticed that they all were on the same day as my other races. I don't even know how that's happening. You guys chose 2 of them. So that was my last resort. Next, for my last pick is my wild card, which I'm super excited about. I don't know if Michael, if you would have chosen this, I'll find out in a second, is I'm choosing the Red Bull Wings for Life World Run.
I've almost done this before. I did not do it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Explain it.
There's no like traditional finish line. So what happens is you're running on a closed loop course. And after, I think it's about 30 minutes after the start, they release a catcher car. And so this catcher car starts to follow the runners. And if the car passes you, you're out. And so as the race goes on, the catcher car obviously increases in speed and gets faster and faster, trying to knock people out of the race. And so, of course, the last person without getting caught by the car wins the race, whoever runs the longest distance. It sounds like it's a lot of fun. Really stressful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How long do you think this race goes? Like, do they let runners? Is it like it's like a sprint thing, or does the car like slow burn its way through the field?
It does. It slow burns in the beginning. So like it's not like you have to be, super fast to start it out, but it does increase speed as it goes. What would be really fun is for me to take a look at what the records are for that. I will do that as you guys give your last picks and then come back to you. But it looks like in 2026, I didn't look up the date. Looks like it's on May 10th. I hope that doesn't crash with anything I have. Yeah,
it's usually in May. It takes place. Mm-hmm. Where is it taking place? It takes place in different parts of the world.
Yeah, it does. There are. I could go anywhere.
You could select any one of them. You could.
Yeah. Let me see.
And this is your wild card.
This is my wild card. Yeah.
So it can be any time of year anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right. Luckily. Okay. Is this the overall winners? 59. This is 2025. Esther Pfeiffer from Germany, 59 kilometers. And Joe Fuduka from Japan, 71.67 kilometers. He was able to outrun the catcher car. Wonder what the times were. Yeah, that's very cool.
Cool.
Okay.
So you're complete.
I'm complete. That's my whole race schedule with only one very terrible turnaround.
Good job.
With travel.
Okay. I have one pick remaining. It is my wild card. I have saved. I don't know if it's the best for last, but it's actually an event that I'm planning on, not this year, but I toyed with it this year. It's something I'm going to do in the next couple of years. And it's not a organized running race. It is called the Bob Graham Round. It is a fell running experience in the Lake District of England, beautiful part of the world that I've always wanted to go to. Which is the home of fell running, which is kind of the precursor of ultra running.
So are you dropping your Manchester Great North Run here?
Oh shit! You're right. You're right. It's in.
Oh, Alex, good catch.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! I had that one so planned, and then I decided
I don't follow the rules. I follow the rules for all of you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to panic and do a quick pivot here. Then in that case,
will you just pick? Do you have a Canadian race?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a race I've done before. I'm going to do the Klondike Trail relay from Alaska to Yukon to Whitehorse that takes place in late August, early September. It's a relay of various distances. You run on a team. You guys can join me on the team.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
No, you like it. It's a road race. It's a road race.
But it's cold. I guess
it's not
August.
cold.
It's August.
It's not cold. And
I
there's
have
actually
so
quite a bit of
races
sun at that time.
already. I'm busy.
And it's
I'll go with you, Michael.
August. Now I have to make sure it fits with my calendar. Now I'm nervous. Now I'm like, geez.
And Alex, are we going to give it to him? Because if it starts in Alaska, he already has.
It's already American, but it's more. I'd give it to him.
We'll give it to you.
Hold on.
Give it to you.
It's in Canada. I didn't have a Canadian event. Oh, it starts in the United States.
Alaska.
Why don't you go to the Cabot Trail Relay again?
Yeah,
you know what I'm going to do?
Say that the Cabot Trail Relay.
I picked that one last year, didn't I?
You could have.
Yeah, but it's fair. You met your wife there.
It's my favorite race in the world. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to pick the Cabot Trail Relay. It happens in the last weekend of May, third weekend of May. I got to get that right because I'm running it this year. I've run it. I was thinking about this last night. I've run this race, I think, 16 years in a row now.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not realistic that you wouldn't do it.
I got to put it in the calendar because I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't not do it. So I might as well do it. And Canada is a different country than the United States. We are not the 51st state.
No, this does not start in Alaska. So perfect.
It does not start in Alaska. Okay, there you go. I've given up 3 running experiences with just like extra picks. Okay, yeah, I'll take the Cabot Trail Relay. It takes place in Nova Scotia, my home province, and Cape Breton, where my family is from in part. Father is from Cape Breton. So we're going to run. I'll run one leg. And if I'm choosing one leg, because it's 17 discrete races that add up to the Cabot Trail Relay, which is about 275-ish kilometer loop around the Cabot Trail. It is a road race, very mountainous. I'm going to pick leg 9 for those who are listening, the Canadians that are listening that have run the Cabot Trail Relay. Leg 9. Hardest running event I've ever done. Best running experience I've ever had. You run up and down North Mountain at like 8:30 p.m. at dusk. You're running through the mountains as the sun is going down and it's turning everything indigo. And then you're running down the steepest downhill pitch down a mountain. And then you got to run it in for a few kilometers and your legs are wrecked. And it's awesome. It's like a 17.5K run in total. You go up and down a mountain and wreck your legs. And it's awesome. There we go.
Like that.
I love wrecking my legs on a good downhill.
Okay. That's my picks. Okay. So Alex, tell us a little bit about your, first ultra trail experience ever.
Yeah. So, ultra ultra needs to be at least 50 kilometers. So I tried to find something that was as short as possible, that fit into my timeline. And I think I came across something that I might weirdly enjoy a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. What is it?
So the way that I designed my year, July and August are completely bare. It's a break from racing. And I could see myself getting a bit antsy. So I booked an ultra on July 4th in a part of the world that I've been to that I really liked. It's in Austria.
Okay.
Calling it the Stubai Ultra. It's a rung down from the Stubai 100. It's a race weekend. There's an express run, but that's only 22 kilometers.
Can't
and then
do
a
it.
classic that's 31 kilometers.
Can't
also
do it.
small. So I'm going with the Ultra. It's basically 2 hills. You go up one hill, down, up, down. Only 500 participants. So I think I need to sign up pretty early. An elevation gain of 4,000 is probably meters. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. That's a brutal race.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I love
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Austria, I hear it's beautiful.
The race organizer is a guy by the name of Maximilian. So you know that it's European as shit. Yeah, the person pictured here is running poles, which is something I told myself I would never do.
You are now, big guy.
Yeah, so we're going to Stubai. The Stubai Ultra, July 3rd and 4th, because oh my goodness, it probably takes some people 2 days to do this. Ugh. Yeah, okay. That's it. That's my, yeah.
Sounds so excited.
I need to do a slight modification here. I realized that my Cape Town race is actually in October this year, not November. So I just need to change the date on it, which actually I think helps me.
So should we go through our list?
Hold on. Let me Stubai Ultra. I can't wait. I'm going to email the race director after this and just say, you should listen to our upcoming podcast. We have a very talented elite level road runner, 103 guy. It's going to be a 102 guy.
By then,
soon.
of course.
He's interested in entering as an elite for your ultra event. He said 4,000 meters is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. See what he does. I'm convinced that if I did a trail race with Katelyn, she would kick my ass.
Let's just make sure that it's at least 100K. So I have a nice amount of time to.
Yeah. I think even 50K. Like I did a trail running weekend with a few retired former professional trail athletes, and one especially, Anna Frost. Yeah, she destroyed me. They were doing like 15K fun runs in the morning and the afternoons, and I can't go downhill like they can.
Well, she is one of the best of the best. I ran with her in the Coastal Challenge here in Costa Rica, and she was on.
Yeah, I understand she's no slouch, but like the level, like she was not trying at all, and she was like she was easy running, and I was doing my very best. I wouldn't want to see her actually running hard.
Racing. Yeah, she's a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you want to recap?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do you each want to? We'll each do a recap. Just so go from spring all the way down, wild card last. Do your spring slate, your fall slate, and your wild card. Mr. Sear, you want to go first?
Okay. So I start my year in Japan with a nice Hakona Ekiden to humble me from the start.
That's the date on that is, or the month?
January.
Okay.
January. And then I get to lick my wounds for all of February, come back to racing in March, do the New York City half marathon.
Okay.
1 month later, I head to New Zealand and do the 5K fun run as a nice, chill little preparation for the London Marathon 2 weeks after that. That's on April 26th. And that's the big race of my spring. The one little regret that I have is that my 10K actually happens after London. It's a month, so it gives me time to reset. But I recognize I wouldn't be putting my best foot forward for that 10K, but it's okay. It's local. I go do the Ottawa 10K. I do the best I can.
Okay.
That's May. One race in the summer, Stubai Ultra, head to Austria and get destroyed by X amount, well, probably 500 trail runners and have Maximilian laugh at me.
Wonderful.
August is my birthday month. I take things chill. I train. I get fit and show up to Copenhagen in mid-September and race the fastest half of my life. it's the world championship. Maybe I've made the world championship teams.
Team Canada, are you wearing the maple leaf?
Wouldn't that be nice? That's a lifetime goal of mine that I have yet to achieve. That would be really cool. Amsterdam 10K the next month, October 18th. I'm usually in Toronto that weekend to do the half or to cover the half. That year we're changing things up and I'll be on the other side of the world. Come back home, one last marathon building block and do the Valencia full on December 3rd. And then after that, hop to Singapore to race the 5K. I actually, you know what? I think like talking through this, it all kind of made some sense until the Singapore.
Until you threw in the Singapore at the end.
It in there.
But I mean, that's just like maybe you're visiting a friend.
I have no friends in Singapore.
No.
You could visit my friends. You could visit my athletes. They're great guys.
Hey, that's not true. I met your athletes earlier.
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
Jeffrey. Remember
Jeffrey, yes.
Jeffrey and Akash. Yeah, and Edmund. Yeah, I have 3 guys down there. Yeah.
I believe the durian melon, is that that's a thing people eat in Singapore?
Yeah, apparently you love it or hate it. It's like a cilantro kind of thing. Some people like it and some people can't stand it. So curious to know which one I am.
Why does cilantro have 2 names? Isn't coriander also cilantro?
Is that but is that the
one
ground
that tastes
version only? No, I mean I love cilantro.
Me too.
Have a lot of that.
Are you
here.
pro cilantro or anti cilantro?
I'm indifferent. I don't really.
You don't taste the soap taste?
No.
Some people taste the soap taste.
I love
cilantro.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You might be right. Coriander might be ground up cilantro.
That is just a shot in the dark. Our audience can tell us what it really is.
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, guys, if you're still listening to this podcast, like you have so many things that you can choose to comment on.
Oh yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one right there. Yes. We've talked about authoritarian regimes. Okay. That's a year. That's a year for you. I cannot wait for your first ultra. It's very exciting. Oh, look at you. You're like you're all grown up. You picked a real ultra this time and didn't dodge.
Well, you didn't give me the choice.
I know we
at least 50 kilometers.
Yeah. It's a running podcast, man. Got to lean into it. Give the people what they want. Katelyn Tocci.
Yes, sir.
What's your slate? What's your 10 races?
It's T-bone. Okay, so starting out. All right.
TB.
Spring marathon. Sorry, I'm starting out in Rome, March 26th, and I'm going to run the Rome Marathon. Next up, a month later, I'm going to do a 10K, rock and roll 10K. Just have a good time in Spain, in Madrid.
Sounds good.
Then, because the 10K was just for fun, I've got to go to the I've got to do the Red Bull Wings for Life run, which is also going to be in May. Oh, no, sorry, that's May. So yeah, I've got plenty of time.
You're good.
I'm good, because that's May 10th. And that will also be just for fun. I probably won't last very long. So then we're going to the Brooklyn Half, which is on May 16th. Then I'm going to do that midnight run in Iceland on June 19th. Now we're getting into the fall. Buenos Aires Half Marathon on August 23rd. I've got my ultra. Oh, I can just stay around that area. I think I'll just stay in
That's
Argentina.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
you didn't mean to do that,
Chile.
did you?
I didn't mean to do that. I'll just stay there.
Yeah.
Go to Torres del Paine, run the 50K on the 26th, have the jet pick me up, take me to Berlin.
This is where things are
very fishy and completely impossible. Get to Berlin, run the 5K before we cover the marathon.
Yep.
Then head over to Geneva for the 10K on November 2nd.
It's also pretty easy, right?
That's not bad.
Or I guess you'll have to, it's far away.
It's a drive.
It's still fine.
Yeah, it's fine though. Everything
Berlin to Geneva,
close.
It's a long drive, but it's a drive.
But it's a drive.
Yeah.
Then to Athens for my fall marathon on November 9th. And that's it. And that's how I finish the year in Greece.
I think your list is good for, other than like the private jet thing, because you're well spread out.
Your spring is good.
Your spring is good. You're never really stretching yourself too hard. You're using the full calendar and you're visiting cool parts of the world. I like the Athens pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun. I could, if I had more time, I would find a different 5K. But I went through about 10 of them and none of them worked, as you guys stole.
It's hard.
Mine. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard to make it work. So if I could, I would change that because the logistics are just a bit tricky. But yeah, that's my year.
You go hang out with a friend of Marathon Handbook, Dean Karnassus.
Yeah.
He's like palsy with Thomas.
We're DMing?
Yeah, he's written stuff for us. Yeah, there you go. One of the OG icons of
trail.
ultra running. Yeah.
Ultra trail, yep.
Okay, so here's my list here. I'm going to try to organize it by date so that it's coherent for our audience and for you guys to judge me. Starting the year off with the 10K in Abu Dhabi, the Abu Dhabi 10K in January. My spring is nice. It's like monthly. Then I'm doing the Barcelona half marathon in February. Really? Sounds awesome. Yeah. Then in March, I'm hitting the St. Patrick's Day 5K in Dublin, which I'm probably most excited about of all the events I picked. And then I'm finishing things off in April, and I'm running the Rotterdam Marathon in the Netherlands in April in Rotterdam, of course. And I think that's a really solid. I'm proud of my spring slate.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, if I do say so myself. I should say, good planning by me. I didn't even mean to do this. My wild card slots right in after that. At the end of May, the Cabot Trail Relay in Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Canada, comes in right after that. So it doesn't even. I'll be fit, marathon fit. I'll just have to bridge that gap, and then there we go. Okay, so fall. Here's where things get a little dicier. I am running in July. Technically fall. Second half of the year, my year starts with the Sydney Harbour 10K, where I'm going to go run with all of our fans in Sydney, which I'll be excited to do. Enjoy the experience of running in Australia. Then in September, I'm running the Great North Run in the United Kingdom. Then October, I'm going to dip down to Cape Town for it's called the Run the Cape 5K is the correct one. And then the New York City Marathon in November will be my goal race of the year. It's, I think, the best event in the entire world.
We know. We've heard you say that once or twice.
And I should say, rewinding here, in August, I'm running the CCC, the 100K event at UTMB. That's going to be a fun one. So I've got a July and August, September, October, and a November. I did the same thing in the spring slate as well, like spacing them out about monthly.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I think I've got a pretty well organized calendar here, apart from the insane global travel.
Yeah, I think you pulled yourself out of a weird hole in the final hours of this race draft.
A weird hole.
Yeah, but I think like your year is divided in two. And your spring is about performance, I think, save for the Dublin,
the Dublin
St. Patty's,
the St. Patty's
Fest. Yeah, hey, I could take it seriously and run it very hard, and then enjoy myself.
And then party.
Yeah. And Rotterdam and Barcelona are world class. Like you will run fast there. And then I think the second part of your year is more about travel and exploration. And
super psyched about UTMB. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
beautiful part of the world to run in. So, okay, before we wrap this thing up here, obviously, if you made it this far, let us know which slate you think is the strongest. Which events did we totally miss on? Which ones would you swap out in favor of some of the picks that we've already made? Let's very quickly, before we wrap this one up, any ones that you are it's painful for you that you left it on the board because you had to strategically pick only one race from that country, or it didn't fit with your schedule? Any race where you're just like, man, I wish I could have done that one?
Yeah, well, I wanted to do the Mozart 50 in Austria as a trail race because it would have been an easier entry into the trail world, but it coincided with the Ottawa 10K, and so I couldn't. And also,
got a cool name.
Yeah, I wanted to do Barcelona. Barcelona was on my list.
Yeah.
I really want to get to Spain. Valencia, I have Valencia full, Barcelona, so I knew that one of them I'd have to leave on the table. And then the Princesses run wouldn't take me for some reason. The guy just answered my email and told me to get the fuck out of here. So.
Okay. Katelyn.
I did have one that got left off, and it's because I didn't read the fine print. And when we talked about the wild card, I chose an ultra marathon, and I really, really wanted to run it. So it got scrapped. It was if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, please help me. The Tarawera ultra marathon in New Zealand, 100K.
Tarawera, yeah.
Thank you, Tarawera. Tarawera.
Tarawera, yeah.
And the scenery there just looked absolutely stunning. It looks like it's something I've never seen before, and I would have absolutely loved to run there. So that was the ultra. It was in February, and it got left off because the wild card couldn't be an ultra.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you guys know a couple of my picks because I made them and then was told I couldn't pick them. So the Bob Graham round, which I didn't even get to, I was so excited to tell everyone about that. Something I've like researched a little bit with my running project buddies. I do this project every June around the summer solstice to find a really long place to run. And it's not a race. We usually pick something that is a feat, a challenge, something that's known on some level. And obviously fell running, the precursor to ultra running. It's in the UK, the Lake District, all kinds of mountains there. The Bob Graham round, I believe, is 42 peaks that you hit. And the whole idea is that there's an official list of people who have achieved it. You have to do it, I think, in under 24 hours. And it's obviously very mountainous. You have to have a local basically co-sign that you're doing it and like validate that you've done it. You have to hit these like kind of checkpoints. You sort of informally like sign in with the local community of people who kind of observe this event, this effort, because it's not an event. And it just sounds absolutely like super cool and obviously very hard because you're trying to get in under 24 hours and doing it. So it's something that I will take a crack at some point in my life. It's on the list and I wanted to pick it, but I couldn't because I stupidly picked the Great North Run instead for my half. And Vertical K in Chamonix in France. I believe you picked that one last year.
That was his trail ultra.
That was my ultra.
I've done it before and I'd love to go back and do it again because it's crazy. And it's so hard and so scary. You're like climbing at the end.
Yeah.
You didn't know what you signed yourself up for.
No, I saw there was some Via Ferrata in there.
There was quite a bit. God. Yeah, at the end. It's like, don't look down.
If there's a harness, don't do it.
Yeah. And then I think obviously for all of it, I didn't get a race in Japan. I wanted to get a race in Japan, didn't get one in there. Like something like a Mount Fuji, like the ultra there, or even just Tokyo, the marathon. Like kind of crazy that we had to leave all of these these world marathon majors.
I think you should be allowed to pick 2 majors next time. People do 2 majors in a year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll modify things. Let us know what you think of our picks. Let us know what you think of the format, what we would add. We were going to have something called the chaos button. And then we did flirt with the idea of being able to have one steal. I think we'll add that in next time we do this. For
next year? Okay.
Yes. And maybe we'll do a fall one because this is a lot of fun. And there's so many races. There's thousands of races to choose from. And I like the idea, Katelyn. I think we'll incorporate this next time. I like the idea that you're not allowed to pick a race you've picked in the previous draft.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Do us a favor. If you're here with us deep into the podcast and we've kept you company on your long run, on your actual long run. Now I'm looking at the runtime of this podcast. Give us a rating and write a review. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, if you are watching us on YouTube and you don't already, please do us a favor and subscribe and turn on the notifications because we are pumping stuff out like every day now.
Every day.
And some exciting stuff coming from Katelyn Tocci, some training stuff, some shoe stuff coming from Alex Sear. We've got the training in the shoe mills just grinding away. And we also have a podcast on Mondays. It's like a news recap show that Jesse, our news editor on the team, do. It's like it's the opposite of this podcast in almost every capacity. It's like we keep it short and sweet and try not to banter. And it's like 20-ish minutes long. And we hit the top 5 news stories that are happening right now. And we kind of contextualize why we think they're important. Comes out Monday, early evening, late afternoon. It's on YouTube. And it's also, of course, via our podcast feed. And for now, it's within the mothership feed, the Marathon Handbook feed. But eventually we're going to break it off into its own thing, I think. So make sure you subscribe to our newsletter as well. It goes out every single day of the week. Katelyn Tocci, you are the evil genius behind 50% of those newsletters, and they go out at 5:05 Eastern time every single morning. It's how you find out about these podcasts coming up and all sorts of other fun stuff. Okay, gang, we did it. until next week.
Bye.
There you go.